Geralt of Rivia is a witcher, and the main protagonist of the games and books that they are based on. Like all witchers, Geralt is a monster hunter for hire, and during the trial of grasses, he was subjected to further experimental mutagens, which rendered his hair white and may well have given him greater speed, strength, and stamina than his fellow witchers. In this video, we look at Geralt's history before the games, and what eventually became of his legend. Welcome to the world of The Witcher. Geralt is the son of the sorceress Vizenna, and it is thought the warrior Canin. Shortly after his birth, Geralt was taken by his mother to the School of the Wolf at the stronghold of Kaer Morhen. Once there, Geralt was trained and made to be a witcher. He survived the many blistering mutations required to grant witchers their abilities, and passed the trial of grasses. Geralt's intensive training, as well as the mutagenic experimentation carried out upon him, have granted him greater strength, speed, endurance, resistance, healing, senses, as well as complete immunity to diseases, conventional poisons, and an extreme resistance to pain. Due to his brilliant success in training, Geralt was selected for additional mutation experiments. He's the only Witcher to have ever survived these experiments, his stark white hair being a side effect of his additional mutations. After Geralt was finished with his witch training, he was ready to embark into the world on a horse named Roach, a name he would bestow upon every other one of his horses later on in life. Despite his title, Geralt does not actually hail from the city of Rivia. In the interest of appearing more trustworthy to potential clients, young witchers are encouraged to make up surnames for themselves by Master Vesemir. As his first choice, Geralt chose Geralt Roger Eric Duhault Bellegarde, but this choice was dismissed by Vesemir as being silly and pretentious, so Geralt was all that remained of his chosen name. Of Rivia was chosen as a more practical alternative, and Geralt even went as far as to adopt a Rivian accent to appear more authentic. Later, Queen Meve of Lyria knighted him for his valour in the Battle of the Bridge of Yaruga, conferring onto him the formal title of Rivia, which amused him. He therefore became a true Knight of Lyria, only to lose the title soon after because he departed. At one point, Geralt demanded the unborn child of Princess Pavetta and her husband Dunny as a reward for his services. The child was born a girl, and Geralt refused her. However, fate would cause Geralt and the girl, Cirilla, to cross paths 3 times. Eventually, Geralt took the girl as his protege. Following the death of her grandmother, Queen Calanthe, and raised Ciri as his own. Geralt gained his infamous title, the Butcher of Blaviken, when he was passing through the town just before its busiest market event of the year, which drew people from far and wide to buy and sell goods. The ousted Princess Renfri and her gang were in the area at the same time, looking to settle a score with the local mage, Stregobor. Both parties tried to persuade Geralt to join their side. Renfri wanted revenge for the mage's role in casting her out from her kingdom, and Stregobor wished for Geralt to kill her so that he could leave hiding and return home in peace. Geralt refused to take either side, and instead intended for them to sort it between themselves. Despite Renfri saying that she would leave the town, Geralt managed to work out that she planned to take the market-goers hostage and kill them off one by one until Stregobor came to meet her and his fate. Rushing to the market, Geralt confronted the gang members who had yet to act, as Renfri had gone alone to the Mage's Tower to present him with her ultimatum. Geralt and the gang members fought, with Renfri returning just as Geralt killed off the last of her men. She revealed to Geralt that Stregobor had rejected her offer and said he didn't care if the whole village was killed. With no other option left, Renfri forced Geralt to fight her, resulting in the death of her as well. The market-goers who saw all the fighting take place had no idea how much danger they had been in or that Geralt had saved them. They began to throw stones at Geralt, believing that he had attacked people without cause. The alderman quickly stepped in and stopped the throwing and asked Geralt to leave and never come back. Geralt met Yennefer, who would become the love of his life, after an unsuccessful fishing trip with Dandelion, where they stumbled upon an Amorpha. The Amorpha had a seal, which Dandelion decided to break in hopes that there would be a genie there that would grant him 3 wishes. He was able to voice 2 wishes, before the uncooperative genie almost choked him to death. Geralt managed to banish the genie, but since Dandelion's throat was severely injured, Geralt took him to the nearest town, which supposedly had a sorceress who could help. The sorceress, Yennefer, agreed to help, but in turn she wanted to tame the genie to use its powers. However, in order to do that, she needed the genie to grant the 3 wishes of Dandelion. However, it soon became apparent that the genie was not connected to Dandelion at all, but instead Geralt, as he was the last one to have grabbed the seal when he attempted to banish the genie, and little did he know, he had 1 wish left. Yen then managed to coax Geralt to voice his last wish. The nature of what he asked for is still unknown. However, perhaps there is a reason the 2's futures became so permanently intertwined. Long after Geralt's eventual death, the stories of Geralt and Ciri became a popular saga for many years to come, thanks to the writings of Dandelion. Dandelion, however, was not fond of telling the complete truth, ultimately leaving many versions of Geralt's adventures simplified, over-embellished, or even harmless tales for children, leading scholars to struggle to distinguish truth from fiction. It is hard to put a date on how old Geralt was when he died, due to the longer lifespans of witches on average. It is safe to assume that he could have easily lived anywhere between 150 and 200 years old, hopefully passing peacefully, surrounded by friends and family. And that will finish up our look into the life of Geralt of Rivia, before and after the events of the games. I hope that you've enjoyed the video and learnt a few things you might not have known about him before. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more lore-based content in the future. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to check out a few more of my videos, but for now, I'll see you in the next one.